Welcome to the evening episode of Toothy Trivia. I'm your host, Emma, and I hope you had an awesome day. I'm going to tell you about another show by Podcast Playground while you floss and get your toothbrush ready, so go ahead and get started with that. Wacky News has new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and is hosted by Jackson and Dylan. They are kids just like us, and each episode, with the help of the Wacky News machine, they bring us a cool news story from around the world that is actually interesting to kids, not boring adult news. Each episode also has a number of kid-friendly wacky jokes that are sure to make you giggle. If you subscribe to Wacky News, you will always get the latest episodes and can impress your friends with cool stories and funny jokes on the bus, at school, during lunch, or whenever you want. Just go to podcastplayground.com to learn more about and subscribe to Wacky News. Now it's time to get those teeth of yours brushed. Are you ready? Let's go! Today's trivia theme is George Washington. George Washington was pretty lucky. In 1755, his troops were caught in the crossfire between British and Native American soldiers. 2 horses were shot from under Washington, and his coat was pierced by 4 musket balls, none of which hit his actual body. On September 19, 1794, George Washington became the only sitting U.S. president to personally lead troops in the field when he led the militia on a nearly month-long march west over the Allegheny Mountains to the town of Bedford. To this day, no other president has actually gone into battle with their troops. Washington never lived in Washington, D.C. He had homes in New York and in Philadelphia. The first copyright law was signed by Washington. It was intended to protect the author and authors of any map, chart, book, or books already printed within these United States, and the authors would have the sole right and liberty of printing, reprinting, publishing, and vending such map, chart, book, or books. Although people celebrated Thanksgiving since the beginning of European settlement in North America, President Washington formalized the holiday by issuing a proclamation designing November 26th as National Day of Thanksgiving. Washington's second inaugural address was the shortest ever delivered. It was less than 2 minutes long. Wow, you can't even brush your teeth to that. George Washington started school when he was 6 years old. He left school at 15 to become a surveyor because his mother couldn't afford to send him to college. George Washington was pretty tall. At 6 feet 2 inches tall and 200 pounds, he was one of our biggest presidents. Some of his favorite dishes were cream of peanut soup, mashed sweet potatoes with coconut, and string beans with mushrooms. And you're done. Weren't those 2 minutes easy? And don't forget to go to podcastplayground.com and subscribe to Toothy Trivia so you can get every episode and never rush your brushing again.